Hey guys, so I wanted to tell you how to cut and remove the arils of a pomegranate. So the easiest way to do it is to first take your pomegranate and slice it horizontally without cutting through the seeds. Then you're going to get a bowl, and I like to put my bowl in the sink because this part can get a little messy. You're just going to open up the membrane of the pomegranate slightly and then turn it over, and you're going to want to use a sturdy kitchen tool like a wooden spoon. I used a measuring cup, and you're just going to want to whack the pomegranate until all of the pomegranate arils fall out into the bowl. Eventually you will be able to get about 90% of the pomegranate arils to fall into the bowl. Some of them will still be stuck in the membrane of the pomegranate, so you're just going to want to peel open the pomegranate slightly and then remove the rest of the seeds with your fingers. And then if any of the white membrane falls into the bowl, you can just remove those. And now you have some delicious pomegranate seeds that you can eat. I'll share with you some of my favorite ways to eat pomegranate. So I usually like to eat them for breakfast or for dessert. So if I'm having oats for breakfast, for example, overnight oats, I just take the oats. I usually buy these little packets. I love this brand because they don't have any added sugar in the overnight oats. And then I just add my favorite milk to it. I use this almond and coconut creamer. It's unsweetened and dairy-free, and I like this flavor because it tastes like eggnog. It's our holiday nog limited edition flavor. So I just add this to the overnight oats, and then I leave them in the refrigerator overnight, and then whenever they're ready to eat in the morning, I'll just sprinkle some of the pomegranate seeds on top. Now to me, this tastes like dessert. It's really good and there's no added sugar, so it has a natural sweet flavor and I just love it. The other way I like to eat pomegranate is to just add them to a bowl, and then I'll put some chilled coconut cream from canned full-fat coconut milk, and I will just chill it in the refrigerator for a little bit, and then I will scrape off the cream that is on top of the coconut milk, and I will just layer that on top of the pomegranate seeds. And then I can also add some granola on top, or I can put some slivered almonds on top, or any of your favorite nuts. And this is a really good snack. It's a really healthy breakfast, or it can even be a dessert. And it's a very healthy dessert, and it's so sweet and it's so delicious. And then another delicious recipe I like with pomegranates is just to make steel cut oats. And I just make these in my pressure cooker. They're so easy to make. And then I just sprinkle the pomegranate seeds on top, and it's absolutely delicious. So I want to show you guys what I learned on the trapeze this week.
So then that bottom foot is going to come to the bar, yep. Reach your hands as high as you can. Yeah!
So I took a lifts and tricks class, which I love doing lifts and tricks whenever I'm performing and choreographing routines. I just think it's so much fun. And I wanted to show you guys some of the cool lifts and tricks that I learned in this class. So I just started using this product from Beauty Counter. It's their Counter Control Matte Effect Gel Cream, and I love it so much. It helps mattify my skin for 8 hours. I have really oily skin and I'm prone to blemishes and acne breakouts. And so I feel like this is a must-have product for me. I feel like I could not live without this product. I use it every day before I put on my foundation and my powder, just to help keep my skin more matte looking and so that it doesn't produce as much oil throughout the day. I've also noticed that the Counter Control Matte Effect Gel Cream hydrates my skin and it balances it out so that my skin tone is more even. If you would like to check out this amazing product by Beauty Counter, I will leave the link in the description box. So I made a new recipe this week and I wanted to share it with you guys. It's a really healthy, nutritious recipe and I'll show you guys how to make it. I'm going to show you how to make this really nutritious and easy lamb and bean chili. So first you want to cook the ground lamb, and it's 1 pound of ground lamb, and I just cook it in my pressure cooker on the saute function and then add salt and pepper. And then once it's fully cooked, then you just remove the cooked lamb and set it aside. Next, you'll add 1 chopped onion and saute it until the onion is nice and brown. Then chop 1 poblano pepper and 1 jalapeno pepper. And I like to use a food processor to chop it up because it just makes your life so much easier. And then I just saute that as well. You'll need 4 cloves of garlic, and I chop that up in my food processor and then brown it a little bit in the pot on the saute function. These are the seasonings you will need. You'll need 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, and 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. And then I just mixed it up with 1 teaspoon of salt and then added that to the pot. You'll need 1.5 tablespoons of tomato paste. I did 1 cup of pinto beans and I soaked them in the refrigerator in water overnight, and then I just poured out the water. And then you'll need to add 4 cups of liquid to the pot before you cook it, and I just cooked it on the bean chili function. I ended up adding 2 cups of chicken bone broth for 2 cups of my liquid, just to up the protein a little bit. But you can just use 4 cups of water. You don't have to do the bone broth or any type of broth. Then once it's done cooking, you add the ground lamb that's already been cooked back to the pot, and then add some chopped cilantro. And now your lamb and bean chili is all ready to eat. So this is what it looks like when it's all done. It's so healthy.